Hello there. Now this is a very short video to explain what I mean by the hitch or the H, which stands for hitch, which I often refer to in any of my patterns that uses short row crochet as the technique. I've just finished this row here of the short row crochet, and as you can see that there are ridges, which is almost inevitable. It is definitely inevitable in short row crochet. This is the wrong side that I've just finished here. This is what the right side looks like. You can see the ridges quite clearly, and the hitch, what I call the hitch stitch, is this one, this little pointy thing here that will form a jagged edge, right? That's the hitch stitch, and I'll show you what we do with it in the short row crochet to make the work seem less jagged, smoother. So anyway, I've ended here, and I often talk about the turning stitch or the turning chain as well. So as I end a row, I normally do one turning chain. This is the turning chain. Turn your work to start again. Here I have 6 stitches here, 6 stitches here, 6 stitches here, and 2 little hitches. Sorry about my fingers, I've been working in the garden. Okay, and I want to do slip stitch, back loop only, all the way across. So I'll have 6 slip stitches, 1 hitch, 6 slip stitches, 1 hitch, 6 slip stitches, 1 hitch. So I'll go slowly, not just for you, but because it's rather cumbersome to work on a crochet piece when you're looking through a screen. Just bear with me 1 second. I have to pause it. Sorry, I had to pause it because my orientation was incorrect, but never mind, I'll just carry on. So we've done the TCH, the turning chain, flip over, and now we do 6 slip stitches in a back loop only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, we've reached where the hitch is. Now all you have to do with the hitch here is to pick it up and then ignore it. This is what I mean. I've got more slip stitches to do here, but I want to pick this up and put it on the hook. Every now and then you will find a hitch that's a bit tight, and you might find something like a blunt nose needle or something like this that will be helpful for you to pick it up, give it a bit of a wiggle so you have room to put your hook in, and then pick up the hitch. So the hitch sits on the hook. Then you carry on with the slip stitches that you're going to do, or whatever other stitch you're going to do, and ignore the hitch as if it isn't there. So we'll do another 6 slip stitches. So 1, pull through, and then you just normally pull through the whole thing as if this hitch wasn't there. See? So it incorporates it into the stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last slip stitch here before the hitch, 6. So again, we're picking up the hitch here so that we have a smooth transition. So we pick up the hitch stitch by putting it on the hook like that, and then, like I said, we carry on with the slip stitch or whatever other stitch that the pattern calls for, and just ignore this as if it isn't there and just incorporate it into the work. So one slip stitch and all the way through like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one 6. Okay, and then if you turn and carry on, I always have a TCH, or turning chain. Then I turn and carry on with the work, whatever the pattern calls for. So that's it. That is to explain the hitch or the hitch that I talk about in my patterns when you're using a short row crochet. Every now and then I have a 2 hitches. That's when there happens to be 2 short rows on top of each other, and I have to go and cover both rows, those jagged edges. So I pick up 2 hitches and then carry on with the work. You will understand that when you see a pattern that has 2 hitches or 2 short rows with those 2 jagged edges, and you have to go through both of them. I hope when you do the work it will become much more understandable. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.